Hey guys, that's Subtile here, and in this video, we're going to be doing the Showdown Draft League SDL weeks 8, 9, 10, and 11 in this video. And then the next video will have, I won't tell you yet. The next video will have some cool stuff. So right here. Against Shalze, our weekly opponent was the Phantom Perrserkers, which their team consists of Glastrier, Mega Camerupt, Slowking, Superior, Porygon 2, Drapion, Runerigus, Comfey, Swallow, Duraludon, and Stagataka. So as you can see, I am bringing Mandibus for the first time, and I am bringing a foul play toxic roost whirlwind. This is a trick room team my opponent has. If you do not know, trick room is a move that goes last, but whirlwind has one priority higher than trick room, which means my opponent can never get trick room off once when Mandibus is on the field, which is extremely good. It's pretty good. Like foul play for Glastrier, does a good damage looking mainly for Runerigus. Swallow if it's guts facade. Drapion can do some good damage too. And Stack Attacker, that thing can be scary once Trick Room is up because it can just keep gyroballing and it can destroy. Next month, Nikozilla the Mega Mawile. As Mega Mawile is so good. I have zero speed to outspeed most of his team under Trick Room. I outspeed Porygon 2, Drapion, Comfey, Swallow, Duraludon, Stack Attack, not Stack Attack, so I outspeed Duraludon, Swallow, Comfey, Drapion, Porygon 2 under Trick Room. Once he says it, which is awesome. This is anti-synergy, but still it's good. Yeah, that's extremely good to know. So we play rough for it does good damage to Stack Attack and it does good damage to Duraludon and Drapion. And does some good damage to Superior and Slowking. Ironhead is for Glastrier and Comfey, and it can do some good damage to Swallow and Drapion, and it's important too. Firefang is for the Superior, and Sucker Punch is for any priority if I get the chance to use it. Um, Next one we have is Construction the Girder, Mach Punch, Drain Punch, Knockoff High Horsepower. So this set is these are like mainly max HP, max defense because I do not need speed because again, if they get Trick Room off, I can use their Trick Room to my advantage. I have Mach Punch. So I have Mach Punch. I have Mach Punch in case I want to get some priority off. In case I'm against a Glastrier, I can get Mach Punch off and do a lot of damage to them. Camerupt, I can use High Horsepower against, which does a lot of damage. Porygon 2, I can Drain Punch. Runerigus, I can knock off. I get walled by Comfey, but Stack Attacker goes down to an instant Drain Punch. Drain Punch, like this thing goes through my opponent's whole team. My knockoff is mainly for Slowking and just now. My next one is Darkness, the Necrozma. The secret tech is Trick Room and Prison, which means they cannot use in prison. I'm sorry if I'm going a tiny bit fast, but I gotta get through 3 battles today, and yeah, that's gonna be pretty stressful. So we have Trick Room and Prison, so they cannot use Trick Room. Dark Pulse hits everything neutrally besides Drapion and Comfey. So that's why I chose to make Dark Pulse my attack move. And Moonlight for some recovery. Beep Beep the Rotom Heat. As you can see, I'm Choice Scarf Trick. This is Choice Scarf outspeed Superior. I can overheat, destroy that thing, and that can be an extremely good threat gone. Volt Switch is good damage on his team. Dark Pulse, as I said before, Necrozma, it does good damage on everything. And Trick to maybe give it to Glastrier so it can outspeed, and then Construction or Mega Mall can outspeed under Trick Room. Then the last mon, one of my best mons, Rose the Rose Raid, Life Orb, Modest Nature, so it's it's good in Trick Room with if it so because most mons do not speed base 90. The only thing he has outspeed is that is Comfey, Superior, which can't touch me at all, Swallow, which can hurt me, and Drapion, which is decent. Hidden Power Water for the Mega Camerupt and for the Stack Attacker. Sludge Bomb does good damage against a lot. Energy Ball for Runerigas and Sleep Powder to possibly put someone in sleep and to prevent them from using Trick Room. So here is we have the calcs in here, and my opponent brought Porygon 2, Stack Attacker, Slowking, Drapion, Runerigas, and Camerupt. Mega Camerupt. And so as you see, I have Mandibuzz, Mecha Mawile, Girder, Necrozma, Rotom Heat, and Roserade. So let's start this match. Darkness and Necrozma against Cyberduck Porygon 2. So I go from predicting them to go for Trick Room, but they predicted Ghost Horse to come, which I didn't want to bring because it's Trick Room. Ghost Horse dies in Trick Room, and they brought Trace Porygon just for that. So that's not fun for me. So actually that's pretty good for me. So Shadow Ball does come out. I see it has Shadow Ball, so I can go for Moonlight. Yeah, Shadow Ball again. It doesn't really do much of that damage. Excuse me, at this point of time. They're going Drapion. I go for Dark Pulse. It does some damage. Here I make a pretty bad play by going to Mawile. I don't have Intimidate. I kind of forgot this match, but I kind of sacked Mega Mawile there 100%. I literally sacked Mega Maw here, and here I should have went for second one. I did not. I predict them. My play here. I predicted my opponent to go for Trick Room, so I went for play rough or Ironhead, I think. Well, Mega Maw is gone, which is not good for my team at all. It did damage to Drapion, which is what that matters. So now they're going Porygon. I use Sleep Powder. It is now Sleep, which is fantastic. They go Slowking. I went for Energy Ball, which does a lot of damage. Let's see this Roserade calc. Roserade against Slowking. Slowking. If it's GA Teleport's Trick Room, like, oh boy, that does a lot of damage. Like, you see this? Like, I think they were like max. I think they. What's this? I think they were max special attack instead of. And they're like quiet. Yeah, that's in range. Like Roserade. Oh wait, this is the wrong calc. It's here. This is the right calc. That was for another match. This is the right calc for Roserade against. As you know, this is not editing, so it's pretty cool. So I'm Slowking. Um, yeah, you see the damage. That's big damage. I actually have to kill it. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. So now so now let's continue. So they bring a Porygon 2. I go for Sludge Bomb here. I think yes, because I predict a switch. Then go for Sludge Bomb again. And as you see here in the chat, I get a low roll and a high roll, which is pretty awesome for my team. So I'm gonna go for Camerupt. They're gonna Camerupt. I go for him Power Water, which is Pog, and I Oko obviously, and it's amazing. And I use Sleep on Attack Protecting Trick Room, and it did. And so now I go for Energy Ball, which does 49%. But then the next turn, I'm like, okay, that was a decent roll. So now I can go for Hand Power Water, which is super effective instead of just Stab, which is as strong because it's technician, boom, and then it just goes down, which is Roserade has gotten 3 kills so far. Rodriguez comes out. I put that to sleep. So now Energy Ball comes out, and I Oko Rodriguez, and then Drapion comes out and ends Roserade, unfortunately. And so now Girder goes use Mach Punch, which it gets its first kill of the season, I think. And then I go for knockoff, which finishes off Slowking, and that is GG to the Phantom Perrserkers. Roserade did so much this matchup. Oh my goodness. That was so awesome. Roserade destroyed. And so now, the next match we have, which is, so this match we won We won this match 4-0, which is pretty amazing. And now, so the next matchup. I was mainly afraid of Glasgow because Glasgow, I do not like Glasgow. So now, next one, okay, so here, week 9 against Curse. Okay, so looking at their team, they have Zapdos Galar, Aegislash, Kyurem, Megamanectric, Cinderace, Swampert, Tangrowth, Umbreon, Looking Galar, Audino, and Mawile. Um, the one thing I see that's interesting in this matchup is that Megamanectric is pretty scary with him power. Zapdos is Megamanectric, Cinderace, and Zapdos are the 3 fastest mons, and so I thought Tailwind Man was a good idea. Yashi Berry for Specs Kyurem because I really needed that. Like a Mawile for Play Rough. This goes in like Mamoswine with the speed outspeed Zapdos under when I'm under Tailwind. Roserade outspeed I think everything on his team. It's mainly outspeed Manectric, I'm pretty sure. Mandibuzz, Falpy can hit Aegislash. He just has Aegislash very well. Roost for recovery. U-turn to pivot because I'm using. So this Mandibuzz like I'm supposed to outspeed Mega Manectric under Tailwind because if you guys do not know, Tailwind is double speed, which is pretty amazing. So I go 406. Manectric is base 405. So that's Paul. That's awesome. This Mawile goes through my opponent's entire team. I've Stone Edge for Cinderace, Sucker Punch for Aegislash if it doesn't use King Shield. I knock off in case they just were faster for some reason, like autotomize. So Rotom Heat, we have Expert Belt with Volt Switch, Overheat, Hidden Power Grass, and Pain Split. Hidden Power Grass was just for Swampert, and that was it. Next one, Vaporeon. It was supposed to counter Umbreon in some way. Like I could get a burn so it doesn't toxic me. But yeah, that's all I had really. And so now we go to this match, which is using this calc. So now this is but Mamoswine there for now. So now the really Mandibuzz daily cure more like I expected. I'm gonna run a Rotom Heat. And I know for a fact that is choice specs. Kyurem, choice specs. Yeah, that's choice specs Kyurem. Look how much damage that did. That did too much to Rotom Heat. Okay. So they go Cinderace. I go for Hidden Grass. Predicting Swampert. Unfortunate. They go for U-turn. Since Libero is banned. I go for Volt Switch, and that was a mistake because Landing Rod just destroys me now. They go for Hidden Grass or Hidden Super Fighting's Mamoswine. Yeah, this is pretty much GG. They will Kyurem. I go into Rose Raid. I think it was supposed to outspeed Kyurem. Yeah, it was. And they all call me with Ice Beam. Yeah, this is not looking good. Manibus comes out. I have my Yashi Berry, which honestly saves me. Tailwind U-turn. I go in Mawile. That item does so much damage, and that was a giant mistake. Because now I'm at 6% on my best mount, which is not good. Let's see, was this a roll? I do not think that was a roll because it did too much. Okay. So their attack fell, and Mega Mawile goes down, which basically means this is GG. I have no way to break Swampert really anymore. I don't really have a way to break Mandible. I mean, I don't really have a way to break Zapdos anymore because Mega is my only answer is Zapdos. That's it. Tailwind. And it was because when you turn, I bring Aqua. They go for Toxic, which is unfortunate for me, and I basically lose now. So this is unfortunate. So, Scald. I'm just gonna put this on hyperspeed because, well, fast because like it's just a stall war at this point. And that was not good because they got HP on Manectric and I got HP on Mandibuzz. They go for Thunderbolt. I go for Tailwind because I calculated Thunderbolt from Manectric, which is pretty good. Then they go for Volt Switch, which I bring in Mamoswine. I go for EQ. No, I go for Icicle Crush, predicting the Zapdos to come out. They go for Powerball. I could have outsped. Well, I think they're a scarf actually. So no, no scarf. So I could have outsped that thing. Close combat. KO's Rotom. Then Tusk comes out. I don't have Tailwind anymore. So yeah, I kind of just straight up lose because Tailwind was my only win con this matchup. And yeah, so now there's Mandibuzz. And yeah, okay, so I lose 5-0. Not the best at all. So yeah, that was the second battle. I didn't really do my calcs because I really lost badly. And so this next battle is so I will read you my opponent's team. I know it's on this page. Fine, let me just show you what I brought to this match. So I brought not that one, it's this. So I brought so my opponent had Mega Glade, which is one of the best megas in the whole game. Togekiss, Arcanine, Arachnid, Alone Muck, Rhyperior, Rillaboom, just like grassy terrain, Jolteon, which has hidden power, which is pretty scary, Registeel, which can be bulky, Drampa, and Cofagrigus, which are two amazing defensive cores. So we're bringing Paint Split Rotom with Overheat Volt Switch on Will-O-Wisp to get some we can get some HP back. We can like kind of just this thing's supposed to take a this thing's supposed to eat a Grassy Glide from Rillaboom. Arachnid, Arcanine, Togekiss do not expect this and layout. Okay, so rotate Sash to protect from like Scarf Arcanine or Scarf Togekiss can be pretty scary. And Mega Glade. Shell Ball for Glade, Energy Ball for Rhyperior, Hand Power Ground for a Lone Muck, and Sludge Bomb for Togekiss. That's mainly it. Mega Maul, Play Rough does a lot to my opponent's team. Sucker Punch does pretty good damage. Like I can catch Glade if it goes like close combat. Iron Head for Rillaboom and like Iron Head can do a lot. And Stone Edge because my opponent does not really have a rock resist besides Registeel and Rhyperior, and that is it. So that's why I have Stone Edge. Ghost Pony has Life Orb because it's speed test with Jolteon, Grimnay, Hyper Beam, Dark Pulse, Shadow Ball, Mudshot. Mudshot is for Alone Muck because it actually does damage, funny enough, and that's the only dark type. We're bringing my Rinomberry and Mamoswine for the Rillaboom, and we can also go with Icicle Crash. EQ is for Alone Muck. Knockoff is good on a lot because it can remove items, and Stone Edge is for the Arcanine. And I have Oblivious to protect me from the Intimidate from the Arcanine. And my last mod, got the second I messed up, but I'll show you why it doesn't really matter in the end. Supposed to know Crossbones means policy autotomize. This right here. You see this right? This is supposed to be special attack. It's physical attack, and I have 0. Yeah, that was unfortunate for me. Unfortunate. I was sort of modest, but let's see. So I guess that's it. Let's go to the battle. So the battle was right here. So I leave with Rose. Right, they go with Gallade. I let me go. I go to my session. I want to get damage off of this thing. Then I just get knocked out because I don't really have many answers to this thing. They go to Arcanine. I go for Will-O-Wisp, which is unfortunate. Well, let me just double check if I had Will-O-Wisp. I did. Yeah, because they have metal physical attackers. Yeah, fair. So now I go full switch into Necrozma. They teleport into Alone Muck. I go for Autotomize, and then they go for knockoff. Activate on my policy. And then here. So I was max, as you saw, I was max attack. So, Alolan Muck. Alolan Muck took like 46%. If it's not a sword vest, it's just adamant. If I was modest, with 252, I would have a small chance to Oko this thing. If they just have no special investment, I would possibly Oko, but they had special investment because like I did no damage, and as you can see in chat, EV spread wrong. Yeah, that was so unfortunate. So they bring Arcanine. Yeah, I had Intimidate this time. Play rough does little, and this game's not looking good as you can see. But I'm just okay. So I'll talk about something at the end of this video, which is this last match. So I go Spectre. I go for Mud Shot, which is my only coverage that does half of what I need to do, and I get knocked out. Yeah, that was not good. Yeah, I kind of just lost this game from that moment, and yeah, so that's GG. My opponent played. Well, I played. My calcs were wrong, so my EV spread was literally all wrong. So that was honestly so unfortunate. 100%. If I had my EV spread right, I would honestly just destroy this thing. But yeah, so I honestly won if I had my EV spread right, but not my EV spread right, which is unfortunate. So that's gonna be a loss. I'm just hyper speed this up. I missed on, which is unfortunate. Like I just lose. I straight up lose here. As you can see, like there's no reason to keep going. Like it's a long battle. I basically lose ready to steal. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so I so that's a loss for me. But and in week 11, my opponent was Glimpse, and they unfortunately had to give us the forfeit win, and so that gives us 6 wins, which means we are guaranteed into playoffs, and so those playoff matches will be in the next video. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, my subtitle squad, and to everyone else that's watching, thank you.